Tommy Boyd on BBC Southern Counties Radio.
And we've got John, who's calling from... Now, this is interesting. John, apparently, Jenny tells me via one of my screens here, it's like NASA, fantastic, that you're calling from Guildford, but you're listening in Worcestershire. Is that about right? Scooby-Dooby-Doo! Hey, fella, how are you? That was a question, how are you? I don't know if you thought it came across as being something other than. How are you?
Fine.
Good. So, you can do a Scooby-Doo impression.
You love Timmy Mallet, etc., etc.
Yeah, I know, I'm with you. But we can't do stuff from other radio stations on this one without starting from scratch. So, do you want to be a wag who does stuff and then disappears? I don't mind. Or do you want to be, have a chat? I don't mind.
Oh,
he's gone. That's cool. Let's have a quick word with Jenny.
It's Tommy for you.
Oh, no, sorry, Jenny, I shouldn't have done that. Shall I wave to you? Jenny's through an armour-plated glass screen. Shall I wave to you before I try to talk to you?
Yeah, that's okay.
You obviously didn't hear John then. You see, having done phone-in radio for about the last 30 years on a whole variety of radio stations, including Southern Counties Radio, I have baggage.
Has he tracked you down, John from Guildford?
He's not from Guildford. He is in Worcestershire.
I know, but he lives... Isn't he from Guildford?
Well, I don't know about that. But he's one of my sort of stalkers with a happy face. And I don't mind. I mention it to you. Why did I mention it to you? Just in case you thought... I know. Yeah, just in case you thought that you'd put somebody through you shouldn't have done. I don't mind.
Well, you need to give me a list, then.
Oh, God, I haven't got a list.
Oh, well.
Do I look like a list man to you? I haven't written a list.
I bet you write lists.
You're wrong there, mate. No way.
This is what you need to do today.
No.
Yeah.
No, come in here. I want to finish this conversation with you in the studio. Because lists, I've got very strong views about lists. Sit down.
God, it's cold in here.
I brought the temperature down a little bit.
Oh, blimey.
Well, you shouldn't be wearing a nearly vest. You're wearing a nearly vest.
And you're wearing a jumper. It's all wrong.
No, it is not a jumper. This is a turtleneck.
Oh, right, okay.
All right?
Okay, James Bondish. Yeah.
A little bit James Bondish.
Yeah.
Where was I? Lists. No way.
Are you not?
No.
I don't like lists.
I sussed out lists a long time ago. First of all, they are a manacle to your day. You return to your list over and over. But do you know the reason why lists cause depression in women?
Because you never, ever get to the bottom of it.
Do you know why that is?
Because life isn't like that.
No, it goes much deeper. I hope you...
What do you mean much deeper than that?
No, what it is what I noticed in myself, and I think this is probably true of everybody, but maybe not you. When you do a list, right, you put a couple of things on it that you really don't want to do, and that you've been meaning to do for a couple of weeks, and you figure that the only way you can really do them is if you put them on this damn list, because you believe that by putting them on that list, you will do them, otherwise you won't be allowed to go and read Good Housekeeping on the sofa with a chocolate biscuit.
Which I never do.
No. And that is why we get to the end of our day and we realise that we haven't done everything on our list, and so we feel bad about ourselves. Do you do shopping lists?
No.
Yes, good for you.
I put milk.
Good for you.
And bread and come out with 100 quid's worth of stuff. I think lists are dull.
I went for... I had this idea for a book. It would have been a very bad book. You know, people go to the supermarket and there's that little tiny clipboard.
Yes, I quite think they're quite dinky. It makes you want... No, but it makes you want to do one. White wine, red wine, champagne.
There's two sorts of shoppers that I've started to really follow round the supermarket.
Oh, that is sad.
Not follow, well, three actually.
Now who's a stalker?
How about the bloke who's standing there, right, and he's got his mobile phone on, and he's going, no, they haven't. No, they haven't got me. No.
Yes.
No. Well, what do you want me to do then? All right, well, that's your decision. It's shopping.
Actually, all hands up.
You do that.
I've done that. Look, they've got no prawn cocktail crisps.
Make a decision, woman.
I know, and it's also the couples who are both on mobile phones to each other at other ends of the supermarket. I'm buying the bread, you're buying... Yeah, I made that up. No, I didn't make that up. I'll meet you by the washing powder.
Yeah.
They do exist.
Well, back in the early days of mobile phones, I was behind this bloke in the buffet coming down from Birmingham New Street to Euston. And it was back in the days of yuppies. And he said to the buffet steward, he went, gin and tonic and a whiskey and dry ginger. And the bloke said, oh, sorry, we've got no dry ginger. We've got ginger ale. And he went, just a moment. Jerry, no dry ginger. Ginger ale, yeah? Okay. Jerry, right, was 4 seats down. He was 4 seats down.
Yes, it's sad, but people like it, makes them feel important.
Mobile phones, yes. But then there's the shopping list people. It's always written out in quite nice handwriting, probably by her for him, and loopy writing as well, because younger people don't use shopping lists.
Well, I don't know. I don't think it's anything to do with age.
I do.
I do. I think it's to do with type.
Type?
Yeah, type of person you are. Are you regimented?
I'll tell you one thing I've noticed. I've never what's the term for, you know, eavesdropping on people's conversations?
Yes.
What's the term for peeping Tom their shopping list in the supermarket?
Peeping Tom.
Okay, fine, that's me. I've never seen anybody without pots on their shopping list. And nobody writes potatoes. And if it's always on everybody's list, why bother? You've got to buy potatoes. You buy potatoes every time you go to the supermarket. Why put it on the list? And if so, why not write it out in full? Why put pots?
Well, I've never peep-topped. Oh.